Alright, welcome to Real Journey. Today on Real Journey I'm going to show you how to unload and load a kayak from your vehicle. I know it might seem like it's really tough to do. This is a pretty light kayak. This is a Johnny Boats Bass 100. It weighs 77 pounds. But even that, if you just were to pick it up and use brute strength, you're going to struggle picking this up. You're going to struggle putting it up on the roof of your car or your truck, your vehicle. And this way of doing it is very simple. It doesn't take as much strength to do it. So let me show you how to do it. I'm actually going to show you a few ways to do this. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you turn the red button gray. And we're going to be doing a lot of DIY videos for kayaks on here. And I also do a lot of fishing videos as well. Alright, so let's get into this. So first, we already took the straps off that go over top. And we already untied the ropes in the front and back. Okay, so that's good. That is important. You don't want to try to take it off while that stuff is still on, okay? From there, we're going to take a moving blanket, or you can just take a regular blanket that you don't mind, you know, for this task. So my first example is going to be taking the kayak off the back of the vehicle. And as you can see, we put this at the back. And I like to tuck this up under my noodles so that this doesn't get blown away in the wind or doesn't get dragged off while we're moving it off. Now let me show you how to take this off. It's really simple. You can just pull it off the back. Now, right now we're in grass, okay? So I could just pull it off as is and the kayak is gonna hit the ground and it's gonna be fine. But if you're not in grass, you might want a second blanket to put on the ground where your kayak is gonna touch the ground, okay? Or you can put your wheels, your cart, on the back of your kayak right now, and when you pull it off, the wheels will be what touches the ground, not the kayak. Okay, so those are your like three options there on taking it off, with a blanket, without, if you're in grass, or with a cart. Now some people have a kayak cart that they keep in the middle of the kayak, so it might be a little difficult for you to take the kayak off, put it that in the middle, and then take it off the rest of the way. So those are your kind of three options. Because we're in grass, I'm just going to take it off. Alright, so let me do that. So that didn't take any real strength just to do that. And then from there, you know, we'll take the front . There you have it. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to put this back on the vehicle from the rear, and then I'll show you another way of taking it down and putting it up. Alright, let's get to it. So you're going to want to bend down with your legs, okay? Lift with your legs, okay? And then push this up and walk up underneath. And then you can just turn it and let it down on there. From here, it's simple. You straighten it out on there and you go to the back and you lift. Then from this position, again, lift with our legs. Then we're just gonna push this up over our noodles. And there you have it. That's how easy it is to load and unload from the rear of the vehicle. Now I'm going to show you from the center of the vehicle. This is another way. So when I'm loading from the center of the vehicle, what I want to do is put this in the center. So in case I didn't mention, we're using this on the front and back wherever the kayak touches the vehicle, so we don't damage the vehicle and we don't damage the kayak. That's why we're doing that. So if I run around to the other side, I can pull this moving blanket to the other side as well, so we don't damage the vehicle anywhere. Alright, so now we have the moving blanket all the way to the other side. I'm going to back the camera up. From here, we're going to rotate the kayak. And rotating the kayak doesn't take any strength. And then from there, we're going to do what we did before. We're just going to bring it on down. From here we get underneath the kayak and we lift it up, rotate it so it's out of the way of the vehicle, and then we walk backwards while holding the kayak from underneath. And there you have it. Personally, I think it's easier to load and unload from the rear of the vehicle than the center of the vehicle, but there are reasons to do both in certain situations that arise. So now I'm going to show you how to put it back up top. It's pretty simple, just like you would expect. We're going to walk up the front, rotate it, kayak's going to come there, we're going to walk around the back, lift it up, put it up there. But I'm going to show you, and then I have a bonus way of loading and unloading that you might want to pay attention to. So lift with our legs, get it up, rotate it over. Now that we have this rotated, we're going to lift with our legs and we're going to push it forward. Now that we have it here, we're going to rotate it. And there you have it. We have the kayak loaded and unloaded. Now I'm going to show you a bonus way of loading and unloading that can be very helpful if you have a garage. Alright, so if you have a garage like I do, then you might want to store your kayak or Johnny Boat Bass 100 in your garage, and this is what I like to do. I already have this table right here underneath the kayak, and it's angled like this. It's better to angle it right behind your vehicle, but because I have so much stuff in here at the moment, we have it angled at the side. So I'm going to show you how to load it and unload it onto a table, and just shows you how much easier it is. So the front of this kayak, we have a handle that we can hold on to, and we're just going to put it up on the edge of the car here. And as you can see, we already have a moving cloth on the back of the car so that we don't scratch up the bottom of the kayak or the vehicle. So we can pull this because there's wheels on this, and we can get it close to the vehicle, and we just pull this over and lift it up, and then we have handles, we can pull it, and then once we get it lined up, we just push it forward. And there you have it. It's that simple. But from this height of the table, it's really not that hard to put it up on there, and then to take it down when we come back home from a trip of fishing, you know, we just pull it back. And if the table was straight back, we would just keep pulling it back, and it would go right onto the table. And because we have ours at an angle, we have to turn it sideways just a little bit, but pretty easy. You get it up near the edge here, and then you hold the front. And you know, carrying the edge of this kayak is a lot easier than carrying the whole kayak. So really simple, really easy how to put this on a table. So you might want to consider making a table that's at a nice height and has some wheels on it in your garage. If you have a garage and you want to load and unload, it makes life a lot easier. And I already had this table, so worked out perfectly. And that's going to be it for today on Real Journey. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Hope it was helpful in some way. And if you're not subscribed, please make that red button turn gray. And that's going to be it for today. Now is it real?